budget. Fight 4, set for 3 twos in the 74-kilogram division. Would you please make welcome out of the blue corner, Ashley Rosinhaskew.
You should've knew I was coming. Bitch, you should've knew I was coming. Bitch, you should've knew I was coming. Came off of nothing. Cleaning up toilets and cans, my nigga was fucking disgusting. Thinking you bluffing, thinking you rapping when niggas like us is not in the discussion. Fucking destruction. Way that I hop on a beat and destroy it without even rushing.
Sonny Brown, let's not forget about our main sponsors here, Paint Away. These guys have been a massive part of putting this card together, so big thanks to those guys. We've also got South Wayans, the state agents, and the Pioneer Tavern as well. Thank you everyone that supported to make this card what it is tonight. So far, 3 fights in, it's been fun, it's been exciting.
It's been very fun, Luke. We've got Ashley Rosinhaskew working his way to the ring, coming out of Rogue MMA in Port Macquarie. He's from New Zealand but now resides in Port Macquarie, making his debut here but does have a bit of a Muay Thai background.
Yeah, so he knows very little about this individual. Again,
You should've knew I was coming. Well, hello there. Yup, you should've knew I was coming. You should've known, damn. Bitch, you should've knew I was coming. I was away for a minute, but now that I'm back, you were done. You knew I was coming. Lights out, okay. Look, bitch, you should've knew I was coming. You wouldn't want it. I'm sick of your shit, so get used to the plumbing. You just a luncheon. It's nothing for you to get drug in your liver and move in your stomach. I'm feasting on you like a buffet. I'm Lucifer's cousin. It's pulling up in a convertible coupe and I'm stunting. Your carcass is glued to the front and I'm fucking up cruising the deserts. I leave them with crucial concussions. Who getting punished? Take off your juice and then run it. I'm acting the fool in the public. Check out the drip. I keep the juice in the oven. Life is an everyday struggle, but keep to yourself for when you shouldn't run it. You shouldn't run it. You shouldn't know I was coming. I'm a gamble like that.
so the next matchup, fight 4, another 3 2-minute round affair. Amateur fighting, 6-ounce gloves. And we've got Ashley Rosinhaskew making his way into the cage now. Again, we don't know a lot about this guy, and he's fighting a local boy, which I think is going to get another big pop from the crowd. He's fighting out of Zoo Fitness and Beasting. His opponent Nick Pearce, so yeah, he's coming into enemy territory maybe tonight.
You should've knew I was coming. Yeah, surprise, nigga.
Yeah, definitely enemy territory. Ashley entering the cage now.
Bitch, you should've knew I was coming. I've been away for
He looks in good shape. He looks like a fighter. He looks like he's been putting the work in.
Please make welcome from the red Penrith.
Looks can be deceiving though. Oh, what have we got here? Nick Pearce trains out of Zoo and Beastings, trained by Ivan, Damien and Avtar as his wrestling coach. He's the first gentleman tonight that we're going to see that's got some BJJ experience. He's actually a BJJ blue belt, and it will be interesting to see whether that starts to come into play and he can work his ground fighting here.
Yeah, and also a bit of judo experience as well. Had a bit of judo competition experience, and we'll see if that translates into some exciting tricks and throws.
He looks like a strong, thick-set kind of guy. So, looking at his opponent looks like a fighter, but he looks like what I would describe as more of a Muay Thai kind of physique. And we'll see whether that shorter, stockier build of the grappler here might work in his favour, putting this fight on the floor. Again, who knows, Sonny? Who knows? But I'm kind of expecting this to maybe be a little less crazy as we saw at the beginning of that last fight.
Yeah, I think so too. Ashley with the Muay Thai background, he may be looking to utilise that here.
JJ, you're nailing it. When the bell goes for the first of a scheduled 3-round contest, the man in charge, Mr. Nathan Hurihanganui. Cage fans set for 4 3 2-minute rounds in the 74-kilogram division. Firstly presenting to you on my left, and I'm looking for his weight, an MMA debutant with 1 Muay Thai fight with 1 win for Rogue MMA. Originally New Zealand, now Port Macquarie, the north coast of New South Wales. We make welcome Ashley Rosinhaskew. And And so presenting to you and out of the red corner, and 28 years of age, with one MMA contest in the bank, and tipping the scales yesterday at the Pioneer at 73.7 kilograms for Damien Wainga, Avtar Desi, fighting out of Zoo Fitness, Bee Stings from the Rift, Penrith, Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, Nick Pearce, and cage fighters to centre ring.
Protect yourself at all times. If you want to touch gloves now.
Here we go. Fight number 4, 74 kilos. Nick Pearce, Ashley Rosinhaskew. Ashley in that higher kind of Muay Thai stance as we anticipated here. Definitely looks like the more natural striker.
Yeah.
Hard right hand behind the ear landed by Ashley.
Nick
And he's
recovering
relaxed too. He's relaxed. He landed hard shot there right behind the ear.
Now Nick looking for the takedown.
Nick's got a body lock here. And Ashley gets
Ashley reverse and into mount.
So far, Ashley landed a hard right hand and now he's on the top in mount. If he can consolidate this position, this is not good for Nick.
Yeah, this is a big start of the round for Ashley.
Nick's still got his hands joined together, so I think he's just let him go now. What he has to be careful on top here is being bridge drag over.
As you say that, Luke.
Yep.
Exactly what happens here.
You've got to remember, it's a fight, so guys are going to react with every ounce of their energy to get out of bad positions, especially when they're earlier on in their career. You know, he's maybe not going to save any energy. He's going to use everything to get out of these positions. So these guys have got to anticipate big explosions. Seen a little bit of guard play here from the man underneath. Ashley's looking like he doesn't want to just lay there.
Well, he's got those long legs, so be good for arm bars, triangles from there.
Yeah, he's climbing. He wants an armbar, but Nick's got his elbows way outside the hip line. I don't see anything happening at this stage. He's actually just posturing and landing some shots. Got to be careful. His left arm's getting left out a bit there, and he's actually.
Look at that! Look at that! Ashley a little bit of a bite on it, but Nick well free.
I like what Ashley's doing from bottom position there. He's actually actively looking for the submission. He's found himself underneath side control, but he seems relatively relaxed. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by his positioning here.
Yeah, it's always good when on the back to make the opponent a bit
be
fearful
careful.
of those
His arm's
submissions.
getting isolated for a Kimura here. And Nick looks like a powerful, strong man, so if he can get the arms separated, this may be trouble, but we'll see how this unfolds. He's actually come out of the Kimura grip so he can hammer fist, and hammer fist him hard here, very hard. I think Ashley has to be very careful at this stage. He's put him out. He looked like he was out.
End of round number 1.
I don't know whether he was out there or not, but he looked like an unconscious man.
It didn't look good.
The plane, all right.
Did the referee miss something
The
there?
cage girls, they bring up round number 2. No fight directors allowed at the bandings.
So that was interesting. There were some good exchanges there, but the way I see it, Nick went for that dorsal Kimura from that top position there. He actually locked the Kimura. We saw a strong grip by Ashley, but Nick came out of the Kimura grip, which I like here. The confidence to come out and hammer fist heavy there.
Real Estate. A big thank you, big shout out to Southlands Real Estate from our fight director, the Cage Girls. We don't have fight directors at the band club.
Yeah.
This will be
Bringing up round number 2.
This will be interesting to see how Ashley comes out there. I don't know whether he was unconscious or whether he acted a little funny, but he looked a little limp.
Southlands Real Estate.
Yeah, well, he ended up face down.
Beautiful work, JJ and the team.
Hand was actually trapped between Nick's.
Also, thank you to Nick's corner for covering us in sweat and water there. That was quite nice.
It's always part of the atmosphere.
The experience,
The
Sonny.
experience.
The experience.
Got to get a bit of Asso just flying off.
Look, we're in the standing position. This was all
For
Ashley.
Southlands Real Estate, this one is for you.
Nick's going to close in early here. I don't think he doesn't want to be at range whatsoever anymore. Ashley's powerful at turning these positions. And Nick did some judo training, so his clinch work should be good. Some heavy knees exchange.
Yeah, Nick's in on a single leg there. Runs the pipe, gets the takedown.
So even though one gentleman's a blue belt and one's a white belt, they seem relatively matched. It seems like, Nick's more of a top player and Ashley's potentially more of a bottom player, but this is an interesting little battle happening here. And it's nice to see some ground fighting happening in these amateur fights for 2 minutes.
Yeah, now Nick's stacking Ashley up against the cage. That makes it a lot more difficult for Ashley to move his hips out and go for any attacking options.
Sonny, he likes that armbar on his opponent's left arm. He's going for it again, but you can't. The cage is in the way here, and he has to be careful about getting past or taking too many shots. He's eating right hands at the moment, so it's hard to move your hips against the cage like that. It's a nice stack. It's a nice stack by Nick at this stage. I think he needs to be careful of his left arm position because he could push off the cage if he likes and hit that angle. And he's going to keep searching for it. He looks like a guy who wants to armbar from bottom position. We'll see whether Ashley pushes off that cage to create that angle for himself.
Yeah, it might be his only opportunity to create any type of distance here. As we say that, Nick moves around into side control.
Yeah, he used the same pass that he used before where he's kind of just thrown the legs by and now he's mounting him against the cage.
Can't say this is looking good for Ashley.
Yeah, but expect the power bridge. Expect him to look to dominate out of this position. It looks like a nice low wide base on top for Nick here, which is exactly what he needs. His opponent's a little more tight at this stage too.
Yeah,
this is kind of how he said the fight was going to go down when we spoke to him backstage too.
Off for an armbar. 10 seconds to go in the round. Will he have enough time?
This could be the end. I feel like his opponent's not going to tap here.
Oh, that's got to be close. It's a tap. It's a tap.
Nice armbar. Right on the buzzer. Very nice. We just confirm here. The referee's not too sure. Yes, he's waved it off.
He's waving it off.
It looked to me like the tap came in before the buzzer. I think that was a correct call there.
Yes, Nick Pearce, winner via armbar in the dying seconds of round 2.
Replay here, Sonny Brown. Yeah, he switched off onto the left arm there. He's gone elbow deep and actually broke the grips quite nicely. He leant out towards the head, broke the hands apart. His opponent tried to turn out. He tried to turn out escape or hitchhiker escape, but he got jammed against the cage. It wasn't enough. Got him with the armbar and he definitely tapped. I mean, Ashley doesn't seem happy with the decision, but he tapped and I'm pretty sure it happened before the buzzer. That was, just some nice top control there by Nick and got to his dominant position.
Yeah, great game plan there by Nick. Executed well. Get in, get the takedown, score some damage from top, get the submission.
At 1:59 of round number 1, by way of armbar submission from the ref, Penrith, Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. Give it up, Nick Pearce.
Nice little armbar there. Back to that old school jiu-jitsu. Take him down, mount him, beat him up, choke him out, break their arm.
Hard to fault, Luke Martin, hard to fault.
Look, it's tried and tested, mate. Tried and tested. I'm impressed we're seeing that in these 2-minute rounds. It's nice to see. I came in tonight thinking we were going to see a lot of exchanging and maybe guys leaning on the cage, who knows, but we're seeing takedowns, we're seeing guys move through positions and look for submissions. So far, I mean, we couldn't ask for anything more.